Hello, beautiful people. It's that time again, and that we do chit chat. In any day I sit here, I get to those who matter when it comes to sports development here in this country. And today, I'm still keeping tabs on the upcoming elective Congress of the Handball Association of Ghana (HAG). And today, I have a one-on-one, a tete-a-tete with one of the aspirants, Mr. Kofi Yesu Dadzie. Why is he trying to or wants to lead handball in Ghana? This is the key thing I want to really know. I know the sports and the other disciplines in this country really don't have enough resources and really support for sports like handball it's very, very minimal. And so for years now, we've seen handball not growing to the level it really deserves and not taking its proper place in the sports architecture in this country. And so at this crucial time, why is it that the Handball Association going to Congress and then Kofi Yesu Dadzie is saying, I want to lead this association. I want to bring revival into this association. Well, he's here to give us all the answers and more why he really wants to lead this federation. See, it is a 4-year mandate, very, very demanding. So why does he want to really do it? Is he going to stop his work he's doing, whatever he's doing, and focus on that one? Or is it going to be a part-time basis? Well, he's here. Welcome, Mr. Aspirant, Kofi Yesu Dadzie.
Thank you, Mr. Chiu.
Are you Kofi Yesu Dadzie?
Yes, that is my full name, Kofi Yesu Dadzie, but I prefer you guys calling me Kofi Yesu. And then save yourself from all the troubles.
Okay.
Sometimes people find it difficult to understand why are you called Kofi Yesu. You know, I was born on Good Friday, and that is the reason why I have Yesu to my name. You know, we have 2 Fridays. We have the ordinary Friday and then the good one, and mine happens to be the good one. And so everything associated with my name comes with good.
Wow. So before we even ask you why, so what do you do for a first timer watching us online, watching us everywhere? When we say Kofi Yesu, who really is Kofi Yesu? Can we sign it up in 30 seconds or let's say 60 seconds?
Well, I'll do that. But because we are in for handball issues, I want to relate everything with handball and then stop the other issues and where I'm coming. But if you talk about Kofi Yesu was born to one late Mr. Kwao and then Madame Abran Akwa of Bichim. I started my education right at Bichim Methodist Primary and then middle schools. I completed in 1985. And when I completed Bichim Methodist 1985, I proceeded to the Presbyterian Senior High School. That time it was Presbyterian Secondary School, Bichim, where I rose to become the day senior prefect of that institution. And upon completion, I was enrolled at the St. Joseph Training College as to go through the education ladder to become a tutor from that section. So in 1993, I came out as a teacher and then moved on to teach in 1 or 2 schools in Bichim. And in 2000, that is 98, 99, 2000, I gained admission to go to the University of Education to start a program in HIPES, that is Health, Physical Education, Recreation, and Sports. So I came out to Greater Accra, and I've been in so many educational fronts and other issues, but this time around, I want to contest for the Ghana Handball Association as a president. Before coming to contest as a president, I've been in so many areas. If you talk about so many areas, as far as the handball is concerned, myself, I was a handball player. In 2003 Guza Games, I captained the University of Education team for Guza. That won silver in Cape Coast. And from there, I came out to move on with my career. And in 2005, when I was teaching, the Ghana Education Service teamed up with the NSC, and they decided to prepare some teachers to take up the officiating aspect of handball. So I was part of the 2 people who were selected from Greater Accra to go to the Teshi military camp and then go through the handball program. I came out successfully, and from there I took up the officiating part of my work and move on with it. In 2010, because of the way I moved into the officiating issues, I was selected to be part of the 2 officials who went to Cameroon to officiate in the World Commonwealth Under-20 Handball Championship that took place at that time. So in handball, I have done a lot. In Greater Accra, the officiating side, I was the referee, what do you call it? Secretary. When I became the secretary to the Referees Association, I supported them, and we were able to prepare a special constitution for the association. And going forward and knowing what I can do in handball, I again availed myself to become the president of Greater Accra Handball Association. When I took up the mantle as the president of Greater Accra Handball Association, I did a lot. For the first time in so many years, the association never received any award, but in my tenure as the president of Greater Accra Handball Association, I received Swag Award for the good job that I was doing. The association didn't have any form of rewards or awards for players and then those who have served the association. But during my tenure as the president of Greater Accra Handball Association, I instituted a award system, and at the end of each competition, players who deserve to be given awards were rewarded. And apart from that, all players, people, stakeholders who had supported handball in Greater Accra to come up to that level, they were also given some kind of motivation to continue to be there. At a point, even the national was leveraging on the performance of Greater Accra. Why am I saying so? Throughout the world, if you go to Google and then you check, because of our programs and performances and things that we were doing, Greater Accra Handball Association was ranked 3rd in the world for performance and everything that we were doing. And we see, when you go to the world ranking, they will not use just Greater Accra. It is the nation that benefited from that. So these are some of the things that I've been able to do as far as handball is concerned.
So why don't you leave it there and then it becomes history, so that the unborn generation once reads that, okay, there was once a gentleman who sacrificed and who served, and so that's it. Why do you want to be the leader of handball in Ghana?
Thank you very much. If you look at the current situation and then you see how handball is moving, and you sit back, anybody who is passionate about the game cannot wait or cannot sit down that no, you allow things to go the way it is. No, handball has structures. If you talk about the administrative side, there are departments in handball. We have the coaching side, we have the officiating side, then we have the administrative purposes. If you talk about the administrative purposes, there should be somebody who is a treasurer, there should be somebody who is the president, there should be somebody who is the secretary. When it comes to the secretary, the day-to-day activities and then the documentations, taking minutes of the association, it comes right to the work of the secretary. When it comes to the financial issues of the association, it's supposed to be done by the treasurer. Yes, in any jurisdiction, you can be the president, you can be the ESCO member, you can be whoever you call yourself. You do all the expenses, you do all the things that you need to do, but when it's time for accountability, it behoves on the treasurer to do it. So when the reason why I want to become the president, I want to put all things in their perspective and in their rightful order, so that one person will not sit back and say that I am the one in charge and I have to do this. No. In this world, there is no one person who has all the knowledge. I believe in teamwork. That is why I was able to succeed in Greater Accra. I didn't work as individual. I work with a team. And it's the same spirit that I want to bring to the national front. So those watching me out there, especially the delegates who are coming, I want to appeal to them that Kofi Yesu is not somebody who will just sit down, or somebody who will just sit down and do whatever he wants. No, he consults a lot and he will work with the team. So that is what I'm bringing on board.
So we are being told that the mandate for the new leadership, when voted for, will be 4 years. So what are you going to do to bring this revival? You tag your campaign and everything as a rescue mission.
Rescue mission, yes.
Why did you say rescue? Why are you not saying, okay, I'm going to add up to improve, but you are saying you are going to rescue, meaning you've identified something that you feel that needs to be supported or helped, right? Yes. Rescue means you are coming on to help. So tell us, what are the things that you are bringing on board should delegates give you their thumb on Saturday?
Thank you very much, Mr. Tio, for bringing out this question. You see, when somebody says, I need to rescue something, it means the direction in which it's going is not the best. And therefore, there's a need for you to bring it out from that place. Look at the current executives that we have. They have been in power for almost 8 years. Let's go back and find out whether they've been able to organize one AGM. The AGM is the point that you bring all stakeholders together and they share ideas. You take decisions upon what you did the previous year. You sit back and then find out whether what you did the previous year went well or not, and how you have to move forward. If there are issues from CAB or IHF, you bring all together, sit and see how best you can bring everything together and then move on. But for the 6 or 8 years that they have been in power, there hasn't been any single AGM to bring stakeholders on board and then share ideas with them. It has become one-man show. Why should it be so? A country like Ghana shouldn't suffer this attitude. We are in a nation that we have people who can do all the things that we want them to do. So if you sit back and you see that our situation is not moving on as expected, then there's something wrong which you need to come forth and do it. Coaching, for instance, if you talk about the coaching, how can one person take up the coaching aspect? When it's under 16, he's the one going. When it's under 20, he's the one. When it's the adults, he's the one. We don't do things like that. Go to the international world and then find out. If it's under 16, we have a team of official coaches that will take up that work. If it's under 20, same. Though we may have the head coach who will supervise all this department, but you cannot turn yourself into an administrator, a coach, and all for all. It doesn't augur well for the country.
So these are the things that you feel when you come. And so if I ask you to point them, give me pointers. So 4 years, you've talked about coaches. What about the coaches that you feel that when it is touched or something happens to them, it will revive handball? Handball currently, we just saw the just ended Commonwealth Games. Ghana never participated in handball. We've seen events. Africa Games is ahead of us. So when you are giving the nod, should you be giving the nod on Saturday? What will be the immediate things that Ghanaians should expect from the new leadership, the team that will come and say, we are coming to rescue?
Thank you very much, Master Tio. It is so sad that Commonwealth, where we are part or we are a member of that institution, and we were not able to present a team to that stage. It tells you what we are doing here. If we are doing things right, if we are not, we can't qualify for Olympics. We can't go for World Championship. At least Commonwealth should be the platform.
So let me ask you this, whilst you go on, let me ask you this. You are part of this administration.
I have never been part. That is a fact.
The last Congress that was held, yes, you were there.
You are talking about the national. Yes.
The 2016.
Yes.
You were there.
I was there.
You were what? You were part of the leadership.
Good. So, no, I wasn't part of the leadership. I went to that Congress as an observer.
Okay.
So I wasn't part of the leadership. And they should have taken advantage for me being in Greater Accra, at least co-opt or bring me to their meetings and to share ideas with them.
Okay.
But here is the case, once they see themselves as leaders of the association over there, whatever they say is final.
Okay, good.
It shouldn't be the case.
So what are some of the positives? Should the delegates give you the mandate that you say, okay, my predecessors did this, they were supposed to go 10. Let's say they got to 2. So based on the 2 that they've gotten, I'm also going to do it within the 4 years so that we get to the 10 that is demanded, or even go beyond the 10. So what are some of the positives that you've seen that when your administration comes, because you said you consult a lot, that you are going to leverage on, build on to rescue the thing? What comes in mind?
The first thing that I'll do when I'm giving the mandate with my team, because I'm not coming alone. I have Patrick Novo from the UN experience, and he's a current president of the Veterans Association. I'm coming with him. Then I'm Raf from Winneba. Everybody knows Raf and what he can do in handball. Coach Pajo is also coming along with me. Then we have Tremartin, who is a current treasurer, and because of the people sidelining him, that is why he has taken a step to be with me. Apart from that, we have Togbe Palmas from the Volta region coming. And above all, we have Ababu also coming from the northern region. When you talk about Ababu and what he can do in sports, everybody knows. All these people are the ones who are coming to work together and ensure that we move on. When we are given the mandate, the first thing that we will do is to put a team together to start working on our constitution. The constitution as it stands now, it gives everybody the opportunity to say whatever he wants to say. And this is not the right forum for me to talk.
Can I say,
yes,
is the reason why you always raise questions when there are issues about this election? Because you feel that there is something wrong with the constitution?
There is something wrong with it. Okay. And anybody at all that picks the constitution, if you don't take care, will explain it in a way that will go in favor of that person. Yeah, it is there. If you read the constitution now, the article 4.1b talks about the composition of the executive board. It is stated black and white in it, but whoever is leading can take it and then explain it in a different way that will go in his or her favor. Notwithstanding, we are coming on board. When we come, it will be the first thing that we have to do. Then number 2, I have seen that our coaches have not been given exposure enough. There are so many opportunities out there within Africa, Europe, and elsewhere. When we do things right, our coaches can go and then get the experience and come back and share with us. Apart from that, we can invite people from outside to come here and make sure that teachers, all coaches, the sports authority men and women who are into handball are trained to ensure that the handball we have in the country moves on the way we want to move it. Apart from that, the game should go to the people. The game should be decentralized. It shouldn't be in Accra alone. We have so many regions. We have so many districts. Why is it that the game is in Accra alone?
Do you know the reasons the game is in Accra alone?
It is here because when even it comes to the distribution of equipment, we are not being fair to the other regions. So if they don't have the equipment,
so as you want to lead the federation, how are you going to immediately get that money or whatever it is to make sure that you do the distribution? If there was resources there, won't the current administration, who you want to take over to help rescue, if they have the means there, they could have shared? Yes. Is it not supposed to tell you that there is nothing there, that is why there is no sharing? Or you feel that there is something there, but the sharing is being done in a way that is why the other regions are suffering?
Thank you very much for coming up with this. Some time ago, IHF brought balls to, I'm talking about handball balls, to the federation. Greater Accra, yes, we receive ours. But I cannot go to the regions and find out whether each region was given what was due region. What I'm trying to say is that the financial aspect that we have brought on board, yes, there is no free lunch anywhere.
Okay.
And there is no association that is not crying for money. When you are the leader of the association, you don't sit back and then begin to say that, oh, we don't have this. And that is the reason I have the track record to prove When I became the president of Greater Accra Handball Association, there was nothing. But through my leadership and then the team that I had, we were able to gain sponsorship. Ghana Gas came on board and supported the league.
So are you saying that if Saturday they give it to you, they guarantee that before a year goes to an end, under your term, we'll get companies like Ghana Gas and the rest coming back to say we want to do this partner?
As I sit here, I have companies and corporate bodies who are waiting for Kofi Yesu just to step out. And when we come out, they will all come on board.
You are on national platform.
I am telling you the fact.
If you promise this way and they give you the note and you don't deliver, what do you think you've done? You've done a great disservice. Ghana is watching you. Are you saying that if today the note is giving you, there are corporate entities that are willing to hold hands with you and say, let's rescue handball? Is that what you are saying today?
Joe, that is what I'm telling you, that I have the track record. I became the president not for any other institution, but the Handball Association of Greater Accra. And during my tenure, I was able to secure sponsorship for Greater Accra. So what tells you that when I come to the national front, I can't do it? I have done it before. And
Greater Accra is minute. And national is big.
Yes. Even what we are talking about, and you say Greater Accra is minute.
Yes.
Somebody has promised, and somebody is saying that he is the manager of a team. That team is the fan. It's not even part of the league.
We are talking about you, not even them, what you are bringing. So I'm saying that if Greater Accra is small and then they feel that because of its size, we can support you. Now you've gone national and you are saying that they will still come and more will come. National is big. You are talking about resources being distributed to the 16 regions. You are talking about decentralized. Everything is about money. Everybody is waiting because there is no money. So how are you going to engage capital? Our time is just up, but tell us on the capital. So how are you going to engage it so that people know that indeed you can do it?
Yesterday I mentioned this elsewhere, and I was telling people that going forward to look for money for this kind of association, it is not just dipping your hand in your pocket and then you bring it out, but it's your head. It's your head, and then the team that we work with. So as I step out or come out with my team, we are going to make sure that the same way that we managed to secure sponsorship for the Greater Accra, we are going to move further and ensure that the nation gets whatever.
Viewers, when it's becoming exciting, that's where time also runs. So this is Kofi Yesu. So delegate, you heard him. He has said a lot. He wants your thumb. So and his team. So please, when you go on Saturday at the AMB conference hall, just remember Kofi Yesu. There are two, right? You and who? Neil and Tebanaman.
I'm here for myself.
Yes, so there are two. So it is no more 3 or 4. There are two. So just choose one, because at the end of the day, all the two individuals are saying that we want to bring change. We want to bring handball back to where it's supposed to be. So everybody has a good heart for handball. So please, when you're also using your thumb, use it as a good heart to give it to them. And then at the end of the day, whoever wins, Ghana, but you are hoping you will win.
Oh, for that one.
Kofi Yesu says he is hoping that you win with his team. We wish you guys all the best.
My team are taking the...
Okay. We wish you all the best. May the Lord lead all of you that wants to bring revival, because for me and for GBC, the interest of the youth is at heart. Sports is a big business. We've moved away from the era of recreation. And so if somebody is coming to bring in life, we wish them all the best. And we promise you that whoever wins, they will still get our support to drive the sports.
I know we are going out, but I want.
Thank you very much, Lord. Okay. You say what you want to say. So
yes. But I just want to assure Ghanaians that with Kofi Yesu, handball moving forward is assured.
Great. So that is his words. Minister for Youth and Sports, I salute you. National Sports Authority boss, Professor Chumisi, I salute you, and your deputy, Mr. Bawa Majid, and everybody, the GOC, the MPC, everybody, I salute you guys. The page returns same time tomorrow. Bye for now.